Hello and welcome to this new video. Today I will do an update of the programming languages comparison from the last video. In that video we compared a couple of programming languages, created a chart about it. I have a new chart and a cleaner, improved chart with different kind of settings. I deleted some languages that were really worst, so I delete them and I leave the best ones. So here is the updated chart. As you can see, we have a new ranking. I will justify this ranking in this video. B is the one that won. And second place we have D and Julia. Third place Nim and Sig. And fourth place Odin. Why? This is my ranking. I hope it is also your ranking, but not everyone thinks the same. These are really, however, what I do really think is that these are really the best languages, the best fast languages available today, regardless of your ranking. Yes, I would say these are the ones that you recommend. I will recommend. Okay, so why? I was testing these languages in IntelliJ, and I found some interesting things. And those things are the following. You may remember that I have Nim like at the top or almost at the top of the list. Why now is third? Well, turns out Nim in 2024, you cannot call a function that is below yourself in Nim. Can you believe that? And I will demonstrate that to you. For example, here in D you can do that, and also and B you can do that. This is very simple. Calling average from a line that is higher than the function declaration definition. You can do that. These two languages. Both of these languages are great. I prefer B just because it doesn't use semicolons, but that's not that big of a deal. I think this one is a bigger deal. The not ability to call these guys. And I will show it to you. Okay, so we'll open another one and I will open Nim. Let me see, I have to click OK. In a new window. And where is it? Is this Nim? Okay. So this is Nim. And it doesn't work. I mean, let's run it. Let me put in big screen right here. Okay, here we have some things. I'm trying to call hello from main, and that's not possible. I'm not an expert in this, but let me just try to tweak this a tiny bit. Let me put hello before main. What did I do? Okay, let's run it now, and it works. Okay, not an expert in this, but I think it's unacceptable to have a language that doesn't allow you to call something that is below you. Of course, I mean, we're looking for a better C, right? So at least I'm asking for this, at the very least. Okay, Julia can do it, B can do it, Nim cannot do it, D can do it. I mean, lots of the other languages can do it. Probably the only language that cannot do it is the Sig and Nim or not cannot do that. I mean, really. Okay, so that's why I have to demote Nim. I have to demote it to third. I'm sorry. Then Julia. I mean, Sig, I shown that in the previous videos. Julia works as a language, but why is not first? Well, Julia, why is not Julia first? Well, I think this thing alone, this name thing alone, is enough to not use it. I mean, I don't like to write horse in 2024. Sorry. Otherwise, Nim is a great language, but has these really painful things. Okay, I'll close project, or will open rather, Julia, and this window. Okay, and Julia actually can call something that is below it. I think, right? Yeah. So this is, I was just testing this, but this is better. I will, because it is calling average from here. It's calling something that's below it. So let's run it. Immediate almost, and works. Average of 10 and 18 is 14, which works. And also there's something better, Julia, where Julia beats D. And this is right here. As you can see, this is beautiful. It's a template and you have it. Great. I love that. Amazing. That's modern like Kotlin, like B, great. Now in D we cannot do that. We have to use this toString thing. So that's a lot more things to type. But again, not the biggest of the deals. But yes, something to consider. You have to do toString. So you have to convert this average thing to a string. You cannot just say this, which is great. And also B allows you to do this. Okay, it's great. So Julia, great. So why it's not Julia in the first place? The reason is that it has poor IntelliJ support. Poor IntelliJ support. I click here, it doesn't even jump. Click here, doesn't jump. Oh, now it jumps? What do you mean? Sometimes it jumps and sometimes it doesn't jump? Okay. Sometimes this jumps, sometimes it doesn't jump. So, yeah. Mixed bag. Again, here average doesn't jump, as you can see. So I'm not lying. Sometimes it jumps, sometimes it doesn't jump. Maybe if I go and say average, no. Okay, here average, no, it doesn't jump. But in D and B, it actually jumps. It jumps here, and knows this, jumps here, and here jumps here. Great. And in Vlang, in B also jump. This is not because it's main, but jumps here. Okay, jumps here, jumps back, jumps, and jumps all over the place. Just jumps, which is great. And it not only jumps on the same file, but also jumps to other files. So you can print ln. It opens this right here and write ln as well. Great support. Let's see if Julia can jump outside its file. I haven't tested that. So print ln. No. So the Julia support is not the best, I have to say. Julia support is not the best. Here we probably have some sort of IDE error. Okay, this is Julia plugin. As you can see, it says the default implementation of the method get is deprecated. You need to override it with class Julia execution, Julia reconfiguration port. Okay. So if it wasn't for this, Julia would be great. Now some people say, well, why don't you don't use Visual Studio Code? I've tested lots of times to use Visual Studio Code. But actually not lots, but once every year, but it's still not good enough. So I will download it. VS Code. Can I install it from the package manager? That would be great. I think it's called code. Sudo apt install code. Is that possible? No, it's not possible. Okay. Okay, let me see. Download Visual Studio Code. Here we have a dev for Debian and Ubuntu, which is what I have. I have Debian. I will say save as, and I will save it here alongside the programming languages, because it's an IDE, it's a nice place to be saved. Okay, so now I will go there, and I'm sorry, I'm not supposed to be here. I'll go to apps, programming languages, and open a terminal right here as I wait Visual Studio Code to be downloaded. Let's see if it's, I guess it's being downloaded, right? Okay, so we will try to test Julia and Visual Studio Code, and we will see if it works, right? Yeah, we can compare Visual Studio Code with IntelliJ if we want. We can do that if we want or not, whatever. Okay, so let's see if it's done. It's still not. So it's a bit larger than I expected. Visual Studio Code didn't used to be that big. It's done. Download complete. That's great. ls. So let's install it. Sudo apt install code. I will install it right now. So install in Visual Studio Code right here, and I will try to create Julia. A Julia thing in Visual Studio Code. Okay. I used to use Visual Studio Code more like 4 years ago, but then I decided IntelliJ was just better. I switched to IntelliJ. But I'm here again. Let's see what happens. Can I launch it from here? Yes, I can. Visual Studio Code. Here you go. Okay, new file. Okay, can I search the extension? Do we have a Julia extension? Julia. Let's see. Can we? Okay, we can zoom this thing. Julia language support. Okay, let's see. 600,000 downloads. Well, that's more than the 65,000. It's like 10 times more than IntelliJ Julia. So I hope it's better, right? Okay, but only 81 reviews? Okay, never mind. It says, installing Julia, install VS Code for your platforms, choose install for Marketplace, start VS Code, inside VS Code, view show extensions, command palette, review extensions, In the extensions view, search for the term Julia, and click the install button. You may have your start. After that, if you understand the location, you path, Julia executable path, file preference settings, documentation. Okay. Collects to the development. Okay. Features, activation, events, colors, commands, debuggers. I'm not an expert in VS Code. Okay, what do I do next? File, new file? New file Julia. Okay. Can allow developers to user data. Do you want to read it? No. The extension always download simple server cache from GitHub, but you can disable this behavior. Simple server cache. Settings. So this is archaic kind of settings. Okay, I'll leave it as it is. What do I do now? Okay, I will have to fill the source code in. Okay, this is the source code. Control copy. Control copy. Control B. Save. Save as is ready. What you mean? Why not showing me? Save as. There's a separate window, I guess. Where is it? I don't find it. Okay. Just ignore it then. Can I just click here to run it? No. Control S again. It's not working pretty well. Let's see, terminal. Do we have terminal? How do you launch terminal? I forgot about that. And it's not working. Wow, really? Not even working. It's not even working. I think it's shown a save thing, whatever. But it's not working at all. To be fair, let's imagine that we had to... Okay, now it works. To restart the thing to enable the Julia plugin. Okay. Oh, great. Now... VSCode. Should I say just VSCode projects? Okay. Okay. Run non-registries into Julia, installing non-registries. I don't know what it's doing, but it's doing something, which I don't know. Precompiling VS Code server? What are you doing? Why not just run Julia? What do you mean? I don't know. But okay. Anyways, so hello universe, it says. Okay. Let's run it again. See if it takes that long again. Okay. Okay. Okay, that warning is fine. Because I'm not an expert. Maybe I didn't name it correctly. Okay, that's fine. Okay, let's try to jump. Output line. It jumps to output line. I don't like these. Can I change the theme? Color theme. Solarized light. I think it's a bit better. Not the best, but a bit better. I mean, it has these things. What about print the land? Okay. I mean, can do that. How to refactor? Shift F6, I don't think that is. Control F2, if I'm not wrong. Okay, let's see how to refactor. How to change. How to refactor variable name in VS Code. Okay. How to refactor a variable name in VS Code. F2. Control Shift R. Control Shift R. Okay. Not bad. I'll try to refactor output line to OL. Control Shift R. Now refactoring is available. Control R. Maybe I'm... How to change var name in VS Code. Command Shift R. This used to be Control F2. Yeah. Oh well. This is not like refactoring per se. But acceptable. Average. I don't like that this shows it in this way. I'm not the biggest fan, but yeah, it has some support. I'd say it's okay-ish. So if I want to code Julia, I would probably have to do it from VS Code, because IntelliJ is not really great. Right. Color theme, let's see something else. Oh, we can actually... Okay, let's see. Oh, that's better. Oh, that's better. Light Visual Studio. Light Visual Studio is the one. Light Plus. Light Visual Studio. Light Plus. Quiet Light. I like Quiet Light as well. Quiet Light. What about that? Too contrasty. I mean, quite light. Right? Oh, kind of cool. Okay. I'd like to know how much memory this guy uses. Okay, so this has to be IntelliJ. Oh, Julia uses quite a bit of memory. And code uses less, but it has multiple instances. Okay, are you really? Okay, let me add the code once, just to see. I'm sorry. So here, code. Wow. Okay. Let's do a quick top of my head add. Okay. 200 plus 200 is 500. 670. 770. 802. 820. 920. 1020. 1300. 1400. 1400 megabytes. My IntelliJ. Well, my IntelliJ is a bit kind of in the stripped down IntelliJ, but 1.8, and it's opened like three windows. But of course, my IntelliJ one is I have removed lots of things that I didn't use, so I, But right, and I haven't used this instance of IntelliJ for like 2 hours or 3 hours even, so I'm doing lots of things. Okay, something that I didn't expect here was Julia, the Julia memory usage. I don't even know why it has 3 instances. I don't even know. It's a bit heavy. That's a point against Julia. Have to tell you. Half a gigabyte? Are you kidding me? I would thought it would be at most 100 megabytes. At most. Half a gigabyte. I really think about it. I really think about it. Half a gigabyte. Right. If you ask me, I don't like Visual Studio Code that much. I have to tell you. Don't like it that much. Okay. Now that we have it installed, why don't we choose something that we cannot do in IntelliJ? Well, B, we have IntelliJ support with B. That's fine. Julia would try it in Visual Studio Code already. Odin has bad support for IntelliJ. So probably we should test it. But however, I don't have Odin installed here because I'm in a new machine, new operating system. So should I? I don't like Visual Studio Code that much, have to tell you. I mean, it's an IDE, and also, I mean, why it has so much, how it uses so much memory. If you're gonna use that much memory, at least improve your UI so that you don't have to show a strange. Can you please show a pop-up like the thing? Okay, so this is, I guess, from I mean, acceptable, but not the best. The thing is that another reason for not using Visual Studio Code is that the only reason that I right now I'm inclined to use it is because of Julia. Was because of Julia. But now I find that Julia is quite heavy. I mean, what the hell are you doing with 1.5 GB of my memory? What the hell are you doing with that? Sorry, but you shouldn't be using that. So let me close the IntelliJ Julia just to see if that Julia things goes away. At least one of those instances of Julia. And I think it did. Now I have only two. Julia, let's see for Julia. Let's search for Julia. Searching for Julia, and we have 2 Julias. Why I have 2 Julias though? Don't know I have 2 Julias. I'll close Visual Studio Code and see how many Julias I have left. And none. So apparently none, right? That's great. But why Visual Studio Code uses 2 Julias? Let's open it again. Please don't use 2 Julias. Only one. Okay. The thing is that when I run in REPL, running new process, probably that's better. File not found, it says. Can I just choose the terminal? I mean I haven't not big deal using the terminal, so I will change directory to VSCode project, and I'll say Julia module Julia. Okay, that's a lot better. And I hope it's not opened Julia again, or did it open it again? Yeah, it did. At least this time is just one. I mean, at least. That's better. I mean, it's acceptable. Not my favorite experience, but it is an acceptable experience. It is definitely an acceptable experience. It's too big, the font's too big. Let's make it a bit smaller. However, I would like this to be bolder. Right, because it's too thin, I think. I mean, not that bad. I mean, it's not that bad. Okay. So let's just. Okay. Acceptable. Main. Oh well. Average. If only has one. Why doesn't you just jump there? Okay. I would have to try a bit more on this. Probably in later video we'll do that. But yes, that it is what it is. Now, yeah, if I want to compare if you want to code Julia, but some people like, I don't like Visual Studio Code, some people say, but I do use Codium. Okay, VSCodium, which is like an open source version of Visual Studio Code. Let's see if it works for that. Well, I don't know. We will see. This is the latest one, and I am running on x86. We don't have Debian installation files anymore. Really? Why? Oh, have not more assets here. Oh, sorry. Here we have. Okay, AMD 64. Dev. This is the one. Okay, Codium. If it works in Codium, why use VS Code? That's my logic. Yeah. If it works in Codium, why use VS Code? No reason for using VS Code. Okay, I will run this version 1.89.1.24.13.0, which was released last week, and is the latest. Okay, I think they're almost the same as VS Code actually, but okay, it's there. So I will actually take the time to see how much memory code uses, VS Code. Because like 50, 100, 150, 200, 300, 400, 500, 800, 800 plus 500, 1.3 gigabytes, 1300. Okay, 1300 gigabyte, 1300 megabytes, 1.3 gigabyte. That's not small. It's not small. Okay, it's almost there, so I'll move to that place and install it. I don't know, where is that? What's the terminal? This is the terminal as far as I can tell. So sudo apt install Codium, and I'll install it right now. And 1.3 gigabytes. Okay, so I will close this guy to not be bothered by it, and I'll launch Codium. I hope it's possible to launch it from here. Yes, it's possible. VSCodium right here. That's great. What about the extensions? Do you have to install the Julia extension again? Okay, Julia. Do I have Julia extensions here? Error fetching extensions. Okay. It was almost there, so I probably just found a bug, but that's fine. Now it's 39,000 people installed it from here. Okay, it's been installed. Can I restart IDE? I will just close it and launch it again. Okay, I will open a folder, the one that I was previously using, which is called VS Code Projects. I'll just open this guy. Yes, I trust the authors, because the authors is me. Okay, here you go. Okay, let's try to run this. And we'll do REPL whatever, the same it did the other thing. I want to be fair. Now I will see how much Codium uses. Oh, uses a lot. So the other one was, how much? Was 1300. Let's see this one, how much it uses. I guess it was similar. Okay, so 50, 100, 150. 300. 400, 500, 600, 700, 800, 900, 110, the same. They use the same. 1300 megabytes. Both guys use the same thing. Okay, now let's run a new process. Oh, it didn't work running a new process, right? I think it didn't work. To help improve the Julia extension, no. Okay, so now let's try to edit this guy. Oh well. Can you jump? Yes, apparently you can jump. Okay, can you jump again? Oh, what did just happen? Because I'm in the thing, right? Okay, let's try to jump to OL. Okay, it jumps. I mean, yeah. Okay. Now it works. Now that concludes that. Why would I use VSCodium? VSCode if I have VSCodium. So I will delete VSCode and leave VSCodium. Okay. So deleting code. Sudo apt auto remove. I think there's nothing there. Okay, it's great. So there you have it. You can use VSCodium. Go ahead and use it. Right, it's open source. Open source is better, right? Especially when talking about development environments, developing integrated development environment, IDEs, code editors, whatever these things are. So there you have it. I'll have to get used to Julia and to VSCodium and to Julia with VSCodium, both, I guess, because I'm not really used to that at all. You know, it's different. It's just different. I still prefer IntelliJ. I mean, if I close this, do I really still have this one? So right now, let's do drop caches and find out which one uses the most amount of memory. 1.3 in the part of Codium and 1.8 from IntelliJ. And Julia is also using a lot of memory. I don't like that about Julia. That's like a red flag. Doesn't want to go away. Relaunches it. It's running CPU. What the hell is doing? What the hell is that? Okay, where are you? Are you here? Are you running something? So, okay. I mean, sometimes you have to test these languages and see if it works for your use case, your specific use case. To choose between B and Julia, have to choose between them and see. And Odin, okay, Odin, let's just check if VS Code has support for Odin. Codium. Okay, Odin, do you have Odin? Odin language. Daniel Gabin. Odin language support. Installing. Odin language server. Definition, completion, signature, herb, and many other useful features. What happens if I want to type print Dlang here in Julia? Will it come autocomplete for me? Print Dlang. Yeah, it's a basic kind of autocompletion. It's not the best. It's not the best, really. Does it comment and uncomment? Yeah, at least that's good. Okay, that's good. Okay, extension Odin language. Let's close and open again. Odin. I mean, Codium. Oh no, what am I doing? Codium. Yeah, it's harder to use than IntelliJ. So the question is, would I pay that 500 extra megabytes for IntelliJ if I'm on VSCode? Yes. The answer is yes. I would pay that 500 extra megabytes that VSCode that IntelliJ uses, right? I would just pay it. I mean, because VSCode uses 1.3 gigabytes, and just counting VSCode, the coding thing, I guess it doesn't have more processes, right? I hope, but I don't really know. But yeah, so here you have it. And well, yes, that's it. VSCodium is not as good as IntelliJ. Sorry, guys. What can I say? I will leave it installed, but it's not as good. I may try to do something there, but it's not as good. IntelliJ is way better. Just look at this. I mean, you can do this and you're out. And you can see actually this as a thing, not like a full part of another window, or it's not like not okay. This one is better. Maybe because I'm used to it. I don't know. But it's just like better. This is, I mean, as I said, IntelliJ is like a motorcycle, and VS Code is like a bicycle, like a bike without an engine. You still can go far, but here you just go further. Okay, so I think this has been the video. The thing is that B wins. And also, a plus is that it has the fastest compile time. And that's something in which B, no one else beats B. Fastest compilation time. Doesn't use a lot of tooling memory or RAM like Julia. However, if you like Julia and VS Code, it's fine, go for it. If you like Julia, Odin and VS Code, go for it. But no. Then if you like, it's okay to have semicolons in IntelliJ, then you go for D or Zig. But Zig takes a lot more to compile, as you can see right here. So I recommend you go with D. So actually, B and D are great. The problem is that Julia, you cannot really code in it. So probably I'll just put it down here, a third. So this is an update. It's not that good. Also, it uses a lot of memory. But you know, if you're a scientist, you don't care about 500 megabytes. It's great. And if you don't care about using the VS Code, I think VS Code is even a larger deal than the 500 megabytes sometimes. But yeah, it's an interpreted language, not compiled. If you want to create a small compiled binary, then I think Julia, you cannot do that with Julia. Not an expert, but I think you cannot do that. You can do that in B, you can do that in D, you can do that in all other languages, basically. Okay, so nim doesn't allow you to call something below you. Sig compiles as low, and I think doesn't allow you, again, to call something below you. I think, right? Not sure. And also Sig doesn't have IntelliJ's IDEA support. And compiles slow. Slow compilation, like 10 times lower than B. As you can see, the numbers are there. Odin, not support for IntelliJ. I guess the winner is B and second place D. So which ones I would use? I would choose B and then I would choose D. B and D. Those are the ones I will choose. Yes? B and D. And then we have these others that are not bad, not particularly bad, but you know, they're not the best, to be honest. Not the best. Okay, so B and D are the winners. Next time, probably I will do a video between B and D to see how they perform. And the bad thing about D, you know, is it needs a semicolon at the end of the line. But knowing that you then have lots of choices, other choices, I mean, it's not that bad at the end of the day. If you care about fast code, fast programs, right? So B and D, the winners, B first, D second. Okay, thank you for watching. Leave suggestions, leave a like, leave a comment, subscribe, and I see you on the next one.